Doctors say there's been a surge in teenagers and young adults seeking help for eating disorders during this pandemic. UCSF says they've seen the number of patients double. KTVU's Amber Lee is in the city tonight with a look at why this is happening and the symptoms. Amber?
Frank, tonight I spoke with a doctor and a young woman in recovery. They tell me it's a mental illness that could have deadly consequences if left untreated.
Good girl.
Amy often takes walks to Sutro Heights Park near San Francisco's Ocean Beach, an activity she says is helping in her recovery from anorexia.
I'm walking with my dog out here. It's just beautiful. It helps me connect to the world outside.
Amy says her struggle with an eating disorder started with a desire to lose weight when she was 15, but soon became an obsession.
I started to fear foods. It wasn't really a choice anymore.
The 23-year-old tells me she has been hospitalized and received intensive treatment after her release.
I was so afraid of how I looked, and I think that's a lot of that I'm still working with now.
She says her recovery is a journey. Experts say the isolation brought on by the pandemic can lead to a relapse.
It's not like you can take an antibiotic and you'll be cured. It does often involve, months, if not years of therapy and medical monitoring.
Dr. Jason Nagata, an eating disorder specialist, tells me 10% of those who suffer from anorexia die. He says the number of teens and young adults UCSF is treating has doubled during the pandemic. The National Eating Disorders Association reports a 78% increase in people contacting its helpline during the COVID-19 crisis. Nagata says loneliness is a factor.
Even school with Zoom is not quite the same as in person, and so a lot of people have kind of struggled with that those social interactions and the support that they get via Zoom is not as strong as it would be in person.
Nagata says boys are often overlooked, especially athletes, and that eating disorders manifest differently in them. They may work out excessively.
Boys can be trying to gain muscularity by taking performance-enhancing drugs and supplements like steroids.
The doctor says attending classes and working from home also makes food readily available.
Come here.
For Amy, support from family and friends along with therapy have made the difference.
Everyone who may be struggling to reach out and to know that they're not alone, there is help out there, and there is hope. Dr.
Nagata tells me 1 in 3 patients are boys. Signs of an eating disorder include young people not wanting to eat meals with family, obsessing about food, and vomiting to control weight. The doctor says the holidays can be a difficult time with more food around. Frank?
Amber Lee, live for us in the city tonight. Amber, thank you. And if you or someone you know needs help with an eating disorder, here's the information for the National Helpline. The number is 1-800-931-2237. You can chat online or send a text.